points per game when he's in a different uniform, so he's good at this. First shot of the game from three, he's made it, and honestly, that's only going to encourage him. LeBron, that looked like from the same spot. Bang. He's tossing up more than chalk. He's tossing up turnaround jump shots. Gone. Time winding down the first. LeBron, let me give you one more. 17 points, 4 of 5 from behind the arc. Second most points in a first quarter ever with the Lakers, 17. That seems like a nice workmanlike effort. First play of the second quarter. Don't tell me he's going to shoot another. No. Dime off the floor to Montrezl Harrell. That LeBron passes Oscar Robertson, second longest 15, 5, 5, and 5 start in NBA history. His team's up 13, and then LeBron will hook. Hello, Kareem. Let me drop that hook shot on you. I mean, the full array on display in the first half. Is he still bouncy? He's all up in there with two hands. High energy from LeBron as he explodes to the rim.
In his bag, the kid said.
He was in his bag. 9 of 10 from the field, 23 points. Lakers up 7.5. LeBron, wait, did he miss one? That can't be. He did something from somebody in the Cavs arena. What happened? LeBron gives a not acknowledgement there after he heard that. There are not many people there, but apparently he's got his rabbit ears on. LeBron,
sure,
defensively comes through. Up for so LeBron's on to a little night where he's going to shoot it 26 times and make 19 of them. Colin Sexton looking for the layup. LeBron,
I like that.
How about a little defense for you? I've got that. I don't know if we're going to show. He did have one personal foul in this game. It's called for goaltending. He didn't like that. We look at it again. Nope. Block. You're LeBron James. It's fine. From the logo, he hits the three. That's 34 feet. You still only get 3 no matter how far back once you're behind that line. I gave him 36. LeBron stepping back. He was 7-11 from 3. 7 of 11. The rest of the team, 3 of 21. And they need all of them. You see, it's still a 3-point game. LeBron, he's filthy. 21 points in the fourth. That's his most since 2017. Fourth career 40-point game against a former team. All told, 46 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. He was fantastic. They're 10-0 on the road, love for love, and then he just talked about his awesomeness.
If you don't mind, first off, what went into tonight? The most points you ever scored against the Cavs. You got to see your mom. You told Trudell after the game. You were watching Tom Brady's performance on Sunday. Was there any extra motivation coming into this one and it manifested itself on the court?
Home cooking, you know. You got an opportunity to see your mom and get a home cooked meal. Saw my uncle. Just felt good to be back in my, in my haven, my rest haven, and that's being home. So, and also, obviously, you get inspired watching the greats play and, seeing Brady, see the things that he did with that team. That inspired me as well. But I just felt pretty good. I mean, as I have the whole season, I've been getting better and better as each game goes on, and felt good from the beginning and just trying to keep it going.
And quick follow, Senator Rob Portman in your home state of Ohio announced he's going to retire in 2022, and there's some calls for you to step into the void there. What do you think about that? And would there ever be a political future for you?
No, I haven't thought about that at all. I still got a job to do here and playing a game at a high level. I want to continue to see what I can continue to do at this, this beautiful game of basketball. I owe it to the game. This game so much to me, so I owe it to the game. But I haven't even thought about, political stance or being in an office and things of that nature on that side. That's definitely not in my thinking right now.
Dan?
Senator, I have a question. How fulfilling is it to come back to Cleveland and obviously play the game you had, but to do it, by showcasing the evolution of your game, right? The 3-point shooting is something that when you first entered the league, you didn't have to this level. What does that say kind of just about how a player's game is always evolving and continuing to change and get better?
I just never put a ceiling on my potential. I've always, wanted to continue to get better and better and better to a point where I also now can dictate with the defense to do, and the defense can't dictate what I'm supposed to do. And when you're younger, you're learning, and your game is not where it can be or should be, and that's okay because, if you put the work in, you put the time, it takes a long time if you want it. If you want to be great, like if you want to be, great at what you do, then it takes time. And I understood that, and it takes adversity after adversity after adversity. And I saw a clip, which was great yesterday from my good friend Travis Kelce when Nicole Hardman fumbled that punt return. He went to him on the bench and said, after the next possession, he got the end around for 51 yards, and then they went to him on the quick screen pass for a touchdown. Travis Kelce went to him on the sideline and said, that's how you handle adversity. That's how you handle adversity. You know how you handle it? You smack it in the mouth. And for me, I've always tried to handle adversity by just saying, let's smack it in the mouth and let's continue to get better and better and better. And the best teacher in life is experience. So I thought that's a big part of my career.
Lorm?
Hey, LeBron, can you take us through your day leading up to the game today and what you were not able to do that you would normally do in a game back in Cleveland, and what were some of the things that you obviously mentioned your mom, but the things you were able to do that?
Well, besides not being able to stay at my own home, that's the only thing that was different. But I treated it just like a road game. Woke up, got treatment early, iced down, started to prepare for the game. We had our team meeting, ate breakfast, and then I took my pregame nap, and got up. As soon as I got up, I started preparing for the game a little bit, and then I put the film down. Then I started watching Frank Sinatra documentary. I finished that first episode, and then I got dressed and came to the arena, started to prepare for the game. So normal game day routine for me. Probably besides the documentary, but I had a little bit more time because it was an 8:00 game, so I got an opportunity to watch the Sinatra doc for a little bit.
Kyle?
LeBron, at the end of the third quarter, you missed a shot, and it looked like you were having an interaction with somebody on the sideline across from the Cleveland bench. I was wondering who that was, if that's someone you know, and if that added a little fuel to the fire, having someone sitting there live.
There's someone I know for sure. Felt like he was just a little bit too excited about seeing me miss, and so that's what happened.
Anything else on that, or he knows who he is, or?
Yeah, I know who he is. He's part of the front office group. But he was really excited about me missing, that shot a little bit more extra than I would have liked. But, he got a root for his team, obviously. And he was, he showcased that. So, I knew I had another quarter. And the fourth quarter is my favorite.
Jason Lloyd?
Wow, so many ways to go after that one. But this has happened twice now where you leave and they have to put the wheels back on the organization and they rebuild this thing over a couple of years. Do you pay closer attention to them than you do any of the other teams just because it's hometown? Or are they just 1-29 aside on the nights when you're not playing them? Do you watch them at all during the season? Yeah,
I still watch them because I still got a couple teammates on the team. And then like a little brother of mine is on the team as well, and Darius Garland. Obviously, Kev is still here. Jetty is one of my. Obviously, you guys know my relationship with Jetty. I love that kid so much. I got an opportunity to play with Larry Jr. as well. And then the staff. Besides, I didn't play for Coach JB, but a lot of their staff members are still over there as well that I spent a lot of years with, and probably. I call him the greatest equipment guy in the world. Mark Cashman, aka Cobra, he's phenomenal. Love that guy. I do play. I always pay close attention to what's going on, and I think JB has done a hell of a job, and they've been drafting well and made a couple of trades, but you can tell that team is improving. They got some young guards that's very dynamic, and Colin Darius and the rest of it they can build around. So got some very young pieces that they can put their future behind. So we see what happens.
Can you give us the initials?
Of who? Of
the front office guy.
No.
Can you give us one of the initials?
I ain't gonna house him like that.
I had to try.
The good thing for him, I only come here once, so it's all good. Once a year.
Thanks.
Let's go to Marla Ridenour.
Yeah, LeBron, sorry that for a non-basketball question, but I just wanted to ask you about the Tangier project, and is this just one step in the vision? I mean, are there still, is there more to come?
Well, I mean, obviously this is a huge project for us. And us taking this building over, such a prestige building, such a monumental building in our hometown of Akron, Ohio. First of all, we even thank everyone that's been a part of this, of allowing us to take that over and do what we want to do to it. But it's just about continue to change lives and empower families and empower kids and give them a support system that they once believed that wasn't there. So for us to be able to take over this building and we're going to outfit it with so many different avenues for us to continue to build our families, continue to build our legacy through our kids and through our families. And this is just another step in the right direction. And there will be more to come, but we want to make sure we get this right, as we've done some things, that we have right now. We want to continue to build off of this and then go from there.
Did it hurt a little bit that you couldn't stop by there?
Big time. Absolutely. I miss my kids.
Last two, Chris Fedor.
Hey, LeBron. Good to see you again. Obviously, you've done the homecoming, the return thing, but when you come back to Cleveland at this point in your career, do you still get those added emotions because of everything that goes into it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've been in the league 18 years, and I spent 11 years out of that here. 7 and then 4. And to know what happened before I got here in 2003, to see the franchise and to see, the type of conditions it was in, for us to just build and build and build and build and build all the way to 2016 till we was able to deliver a championship to this city, to this franchise. It's something I will always, remember. It's a lot of things that you're going to forget throughout your life. Because of old age, or, the moment wasn't as great, or, you've had so many other great moments. But the moment that I spent here and the championship that we had in 16 and, me being drafted here, those are just moments I will never forget. So I would be unhuman, even though you guys probably think I am unhuman the way I play the game. But emotionally, it's still there always.
And then was there something that said front office member said to you that really struck a nerve?
No, he didn't say a word. I told you, he was just a little bit too excited about me missing that shot. It's a million cameras in these arenas. Y'all just got to find a clip to see how excited he was when I missed. I didn't take it well.
Last question, Rachel Nichols.
LeBron, you have stretches of regular seasons over the years where you've worked on different things. I remember one year in Miami where you were very focused on your efficiency, right, for the whole month and different things like that. What are you focusing on in your game right now? What are you tinkering with or working to get better?
Right now it's all about rhythm and continue to work on my conditioning. Obviously, after the short off season, I didn't get an opportunity to really dive into the lab like I've grown accustomed to over my career. I can break down a lot of film and then break down areas where I know I need to get better at. I didn't have much time, obviously, because of the quick restart. I didn't have much time to do that. So, working myself back into to rhythm, working myself back into, the best condition I can be in for long haul is what I'm really thinking about right now. And also just keeping my mind sharp. It's very challenging, when you do what we did in the bubble and then, come right back to it, 61 or 71 days later, 71 days, I think it was something like that. It was just, you didn't even get an opportunity to kind of like let your mind I couldn't even just like relax or just let my mind just go elsewhere. in the back of my mind, once they set that date for December 1st, my mind was already had to think about basketball. So, just keeping my mind sharp. That's the most important. That's the most important right now. Getting some great sleep, fueling my body with the right nutrition and things of that nature, and then just keeping my mind sharp.
What are some things you can do for that to keep your mind sharp in the way that you're talking about?
I can't tell all my secrets.
And here we are today in 2020 talking about LeBron James about to win his 4th NBA championship with the Los Angeles Lakers. Pressure is the word today, and no other player has had or overachieved like LeBron James did over his NBA career. Go ahead, Max.
You tripping. Go ahead, Max.
LeBron's not going to pass Jordan in the way we mean greatest, in the way we mean GOAT. When we say GOAT in any sport, we're not talking about counting numbers. We're not talking about, a cumulative career. This guy has accomplished the most. Not really. We're talking about among the players who sustained a peak level for a good amount of time, who hit the highest peak. If you're talking career, then in the modern era, LeBron probably already passed Kareem as an NBA player, if you discount college for Kareem. Probably LeBron's already the career GOAT. It's either him or Kareem. That's why Jordan's 5th on the scoring list, because Jordan took time off. Because Jordan took those 2 years off. Because he did go to college and all that. His NBA career wasn't as long as Kareem's or LeBron's. Although, yeah, Jordan couldn't handle pressure. Although Jordan played and when he was 40 and averaged 20 points a game when he was 40 years old. But we're talking about peak. And guys, there's any way you want to slice it, Jordan got this. In terms of statistics, in terms of anecdotal stuff, in terms of the impression he left, Jordan left an impression on his contemporary audiences unlike anyone in any sport ever. That's why he's the #1 athlete, either him or Muhammad Ali, who ever lived on the planet Earth. That's the kind of impression he left when your eyes were on him. In terms of the statistics, he's the all-time scoring leader per game, including Wilt Chamberlain and everyone. PER, guys, is a fancy way of saying they take all the stats you like, points, rebounds, assists, steals, offensive, defensive rebounds, everything you want, and they put it in a weighted average because some things are worth more than others. Guess who the career PER leader is? Michael Jordan. That includes that when he fell off when he was 40 years old with the Wizards and averaged 20 points a game. He's the scoring leader all time per season and the PER leader, meaning offensively, not only was he more prolific than LeBron, he was more efficient doing it. Now, defensively, Stephen A. said it, 9-time all-first-team defense and the defensive player of the year. So he's better defensively. There's only offense and defense, guys. There's nothing else. Jordan was better at both at his peak than LeBron. Oh, there is other stuff. It's how you lead and all the stuff and the pressure you talk about and all that stuff. Perk, okay. Michael Jordan, the first time he played with a single other All-Star, took the defending champion Pistons 7 games, lost because Pippen had a migraine, played 40 minutes, scored 2 points. So in other words, Jordan didn't have an All-Star. The next year, Pippen was in his prime. So now Jordan had a crew. He went 6-4-6 in the finals. No one ever even took him 7 games. So what do you want? You want offense, you want defense, you want stats, you want the impression he left on contemporary audiences, you want championships, you want playing under pressure. What do you want? Jordan's the greatest who ever did it. LeBron, unless he gets better than he already is, that ship has sailed.
First of all, a couple of things. Number one, at the age of 38, 39, after a 3-year hiatus, Jordan averaged over 20. But we ain't going to bring up his career with the Washington Wizards because that's really irrelevant. It's really about the first 13 years of his career as a Chicago Bull. Kendrick Perkins, I understand you came into the league in 2003. I'm not talking about individual players being soft. I'm talking about the league and the rules that were implemented that made the game soft. I would never sit up there and call any player soft or anything like that. I wouldn't call you nor anybody else. Y'all on an elite level. Y'all are the best players in the world. I would never disrespect players like that. I'm talking about the game itself. the way it was called, the way dudes were restricted, it doesn't even compare to what existed in the 90s and the 80s. Don't even get me started with that. Oh, by the way, in the midst of all of that, Kendrick Perkins, LeBron James played all 82 games in his career at 6'9", 260 in a softest putty league compared to previous generations. He played 82 games one time. Jordan played it 5 times, all 82 games in his 13-year career with the Chicago Bulls. I ain't bring up, additionally after that with the Wizards, the 5 times he played all 82 games. One time he played 82 games, or 81 games. Another time he played 80 games. That stuff matters. He's averaged more career points. The shooting percentage is about the same. He was an elite defender, and here's the biggest thing. LeBron is universally respected. Respected. Jordan was universally feared. He scared the living hell out of people. And who did he beat along the way? Beat Magic the first go-round. You know how you feel about Magic, KP. He beat Magic the first go-round. Beat Drexler the second go-round. Beat Barkley the third go-round. Beat Gary Payton and Gary Payton and Sean Kemp before he became Sean Clupp. Beat Stockton and Malone twice. And oh, by the way, prevented Reggie Miller and Patrick Ewing and those boys from winning championships. Remember the Cleveland Cavaliers from years ago when they had Craig Elo, Mark Price, Larry Nance, Matt Doherty, and those boys. Shut them down.
Don't forget
this
Shaq
brother
and
has
Penny,
ruined.
Stephen A.
Magic Johnson has Michael Jordan has ruined dudes' chances to even get to the finals, for crying out loud. That's how great Michael Jordan was.
Shaq
Don't
and
even get me
Penny,
started.
60-win team.
Serious right
Swept
now?
them.
I mean, but y'all sitting up here acting like LeBron James didn't have to go through Hall of Famers to win championships. He had to go through
while he was
Tim
with
Duncan.
Boston Wade?
He had to go through Kevin Garnett. He had to go through guys to win, a lot of players to win NBA championships.
I got you now. I got you now. I got you.
He had to go through a Russell
You
Westbrook
just lied.
and Kevin Durant.
You just lied.
And back then, the league
You
wasn't
just lied.
soft. In 03, from 03 to 2010,
You just lied.
the league wasn't soft, Stephen A. The
You
league
just
was
lied.
still physical.
Time out. Your team, Doc Rivers, your coach, said, quote, my starting 5, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Rondo, Kendrick Perkins, KG, we don't lose when we're healthy. That's number 1. And obviously y'all were compromised. That's number 1. Number 2, Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook were puppies.
That's part of
puppies
it.
when he took them out. And that's after he joined D-Wade and Bosh. When he went against Dirk Nowitzki and Jason Terry and Jason Kidd, what happened? Come on now, Kendrick Perkins.
The great Tim
ding,
Duncan,
ding, ding.
Tim
Hang
Duncan
in.
said
I got to
you
get
need
in.
20% luck to win the championship.
Oh, please. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.